Hello, Bula Nuaya, and welcome everyone. Whether it's day, night, morning, whatever time zone you're watching me from, I welcome you here. Whether you're watching live or on replay, I'm so glad that you're here. So tonight, I want you to I want to share real facts. Most people don't hear before starting an online business, the kind that help you make confident decisions and not fearful ones. And so here's the thing: before I dive in, drop in the comments where you're watching from, and are you live or catching replay. So I'm going to give time for those of you who are watching right now. Let me have access to the comments. So, yeah, I hope you're all having a great day. And you've had, or for those of you who are now at this time zone, it is 8:22 p.m. and it is Tuesday, Facts Tuesday. And so tonight is all about facts. And I thought of four facts that and questions that people do ask about the business. And so I will be sharing about those ones because today is Facts Tuesday and everything business. So, um, yes. All right. Just so like I said, if you are watching me live, put down live. If you're watching replay, you can put down replay when you get to watch this. And so yeah, so four facts, like I said, four facts I'll be sharing tonight. Very common questions that we've always been asked or people ask. And so please let me know where you're watching from. Yeah, I'd love to know today, because if you're watching live, put down live, and I'll be interested to know where you are watching from. So let's dive into our four facts in the business, or questions that people do ask. And so I'll start with the first one. And fact one is, do I need experience? Now, this is a digital online business. It's an attraction marketing, and I started this a year and more than a year and a half. I believe I started in May of last year. So if you can calculate that, you know how long I've been in the business. There are many who have started much, much ahead of me. And so many have started this year. And it's just amazing to see the journeys. But here, going back to the question, do I need experience? One of the biggest questions I hear, is that, do I need experience to start? And honestly, no, you don't need experience. Many of us came with zero background. Many of us, no marketing degree, no tax resume, just a willingness to learn, relate, and so, so here's the thing. When I started, I didn't know half of the things I know today. So just imagine that. Half of the things I didn't know when I started, because I had a why. I knew that this business was something that is working for so many, and I knew that I could do it. I just didn't know like how. But the training did the work, and but everything is step by step. It's taught inside the training modules, and you grow as you go. That is how it is. You grow as you go. So here's a question. Does that surprise anyone? Be honest and drop a thumbs up if experience was your fear too. Now, if you're already in the business, maybe you can put a thumbs up, and just reflecting on, when you first started the business. Or if you're someone that is thinking about it and you are in this period or season where, fear is something that is holding you back. And so, no, you don't need experience. And then the second one, or fact two, how much time does it take? Now, people always ask me that, how much time does it take for you to, to build the business? And it's just, even today, a colleague of mine asked me that question. And so I must share here that this business was built for real people with real lives, working moms, shift workers, nurses, students, parents, travelers, you name it. It is built for anyone that is willing to do the business, or has their dreams are much bigger than their doubts. And you don't need full-time hours. Here's the thing, that's amazing part about it, is you don't need full-time hours, just consistent steps. And as for me, I started as a night shift worker. I work 3 days a week, sometimes more than that, depending on how busy we are and the overtime that's needed. But I still built it as part-time, which I still do now. I still work full-time. I'm now a clinic nurse working Mondays to Fridays, 40 hours a week, but I have more time in the evening with family and also for the business. And so it's not about hours, it's about momentum and mindset. And I truly believe that, when you keep that momentum going, consistency is key, and your mindset. When you sometimes, even for me as an employee, I have to switch that mindset in the business to switch that employee mindset to a business owner mindset, to your own CEO, because you're the owner of your business. Even though you're in a community of entrepreneurs, you are the owner of your business. And so I had to switch that mindset that this is my business to run. And I build it according to the time I spend on it, according to how much I am willing to learn and take those steps. And so here's a question. Who here would love something flexible that works around your schedule? Because this digital business is done anywhere. You can do it from the comfort of your home. This Go Live is part of my business. You can take it anywhere you go, everywhere you go, as long as you have a phone, a laptop, and Wi-Fi, and you can work on it anywhere. That's the great thing about it, And if you are one that is looking for something flexible that works around your schedule, put down time in the comments. I'd love to hear that. And so the third one the third fact is, but what if I'm not tech savvy? This is a very common question that's been asked. And it is very simple, Let me break this one gently. So that for those of you who are just listening for the first time, most of us didn't know a thing about funnels, automation, or digital system. Most of us didn't. Some people have done digital business, but it was low ticket digital business, and they compared it to what when they started this business. It's totally different. And so, we all came in scared to even click. I recall the moments when I first started the business. I was even scared to click the wrong button because I didn't want to mess up my training as I started the business. It took courage to really follow the instructions and to be teachable, to be coachable, so that I can learn the basics and create my business from ground up. And so, like I said, we all came in scared to even click that wrong button. And so if you can use your phone, here's the thing, if you can use your phone, follow instructions, and ask questions when needed, you're already capable. It's just like, setting up your phone for the first time, where you just want to make sure that everything is set. It's the same with starting the business. Confidence grows with action. It truly does. It grows with action. I wasn't this confident when I started the business. I was very nervous, but I remembered I took a challenge last year to take steps that will help me grow in my business for those of us who were just new in the business. And I took that. I just took it in faith because I believed that those that were ahead of me already knew ways to help us build our business and enjoy the journey as well. So when I started that challenge, I took this 90-day go live challenge, and I never stopped from there. It became part of me. Um, and I found this way of, sharing my story, sharing the business model that works for anyone that is looking for that flexibility, the time freedom to earn well in the comfort of your home and to have more time with family at the same time you're earning. And I'm going to get to the part where the question, to ask that it is not a overnight get rich business. So drop a heart if you're learning. If learning is new, sorry, drop a heart if learning new skills excites you, even if it's scary at first. I did, I was scared at first, nervous, and but I did it anyway. And so here, getting to the next part, and which is the fourth, fact for this evening, is that is this a get rich quick business? Because people start start businesses online because they want money quick, and a lot have failed, many, drastically. But it is, but this business model is, absolutely not a a get rich quick business. This is not a lottery ticket. This is a vehicle. This is a vehicle one you steer towards long-term stability. And what I mean by that is, you build your skills, technical skills, the income streams, momentum, a future that that you're proud of. This isn't fast money. I'm just going to say this again. This isn't fast money. This is future money. It's a legacy money. It is also freedom money, and it is earned with integrity. I'm going to say this again. This business model is created in such a way that it is earned with integrity, and you're not chasing people. People come to you. And so if you've been sitting, let me say this, if you've been sitting with that thought, could I do this too? Can I do this too? Let me remind you, you don't need experience. You don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need 40 hours a week. You just need willingness and a seed of curiosity. And just as you are curious about the business that I'm in, if anything I shared tonight stirred something in your heart, even a spark, comment info below and I'll send details privately. No pressure, no push, just possibilities. Your next step could be the one that changes everything, or I sometimes usually say it could be your breakthrough. And so as I come to the end of this go live, I hope that I have, shared these 4 facts, and there's so much more to share. But I'm just picked the most common ones that we've always been asked to share with you this evening. That those are the things that that this business is meant for ordinary people like you and like me. And so that I have come to the end of my live this evening, and I thank you for giving your time here, for listening, and if you found this valuable, please like, share, and tag someone who needs to hear this too. I believe in you, even if you're just beginning to believe in yourself. So a lot of us who started the business shared about how They didn't believe in themselves when they started the business until they gained that confidence and they started to grow in their mindset, and in the income that they're getting. And as they grow, um, grow in that, have that growth mindset, they grow in their business, and then it just becomes um, a ripple effect. So I'm just thankful that I get to share this, because I'm always excited to share this business model that anyone can do. Um, Something that is working for me and so many others. And so I use this time. And because it is Facts Tuesday, this is all facts and answers, clear answers that hopefully has brought clarity to some of you who are just, listening and trying to learn and understand. But yeah. And so I hope that if you do have questions, if you're interested, reach out, and I'm willing to share more information about my business journey and how it is working and growing. And it will become, and it is my retirement. So I thank you for being here. I hope you have a blessed rest of your evening, day, whatever time zone you're watching me from. Vinaka, Poyexia, and God bless.